Willow Creek Springs presents Healthy Living with your host, Joe Grumbine.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Healthy Living Podcast, brought to you by Willow Creek Springs. I'm Joe Grumbine and I am your host today, and I have a very special guest for the first time, Corinna Ryan. How are you doing, Corinna?
I'm doing good, Joe. How
Well,
about yourself?
I'm doing all right, and it's a pleasure to have you finally join the show. I know we've been talking about all this for probably the past year or so, and
Yeah.
it gets real busy, and you know, we try to work. Sorry, somebody always tries to call me when I try to do this thing, and thought I had everything turned off. Anyways, so Corinna, I have known you. Well, I'm trying to think when we actually met. It's been probably close to 10 years since
I would say, yeah.
our paths crossed, and we have a lot of common threads. But I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself.
Well, thank you, Joe, for having me. My name, like Joe said, is Corinna, and I currently live in California. I am moving from Reno. I was born and raised here, and we've lived in our current home for 32 years. And so we're making a move to California. And so I guess I'm a Californian.
All right. That's
And
fantastic.
yeah, and it's real beautiful in California. I'm just so happy to be there. The weather's beautiful. Got things growing over there.
Oh yeah.
There's flowers. In
Yeah.
Nevada, it's desert. Everything just, you
Right,
know.
right. Well, it's interesting, there's beauty wherever you go, and but what, as humans, I think we're prone to sort of the stuff that's there every day, you see it less and less, and then you come to a new place and you notice everything. And maybe that's one of the little lessons in life that we this podcast is about, is just reminding us about things. But yeah, it's definitely a different environment. California is wild because it's got every environment. It's got everything from San Diego semi-tropical beaches to the desert to the mountains to the rainforest up in Northern California. I mean, we've got kind of everything. So
Yeah,
it's kind
I'm
of cool.
loving the northern part for sure.
So, and with you as a guest on here, you have a pretty extensive experience involving healthy living practices. I know that you have, one of the things that sort of ties us all together is we've all gone through a lot. We've all been through, whether it's, weight problems or addiction problems or pain problems or anxiety problems, grief problems. Most of us have all of them, on one
Right.
way or another. And then it comes down to, well, what do we do about it? That's where the healthy living gets involved, because, life all by itself gives us, dumps on us more than anything. And then we have to survive it. And then we have an opportunity to make choices to make us healthy. So maybe give us a
Absolutely.
little background about the things that you have chosen or experienced or tried in your life that are bringing you have a goal of a healthier life, right?
Correct.
We all do, I hope. I don't know anybody that wants to be
Yeah.
sicker, but
No, no, not at all. And I do have a pretty strict regimen. Over the last year, it got a little hectic, so I was, just surviving, and during those moments, trying to push through the hard times, I was trying to stick to the things that I knew were good for my body, try to stay away from the things that, pollute my body.
Mhm.
And I was able to, I'm still here today, so I've been doing something good, so.
Exactly. That's the first starting point. People ask me how I'm doing. I say I'm above ground and breathing and currently out of custody. So that's a good place to start every
That's
day,
really good. Yeah.
right?
So yeah, I do a lot of different practices, in the morning. I like to start off with a good stretch in bed just to get things flowing, and then I, move to, drinking some water, trying to break the fast, and eating the right foods to break a fast. And then, I listen to some empowerment in the morning, whether it's a podcast or it's a special. I listen to Joyce Myers. She just empowers me. I mean, it's incredible. And so starting off the day, with some real positive, it really helps you to move through the day and through those really tough times that you just don't know if you're gonna make it.
Right.
But
Yeah. And
we do.
those are just some really great little tidbits. It doesn't take, like, you don't have to go to the gym and lift 1,000 pounds to get yourself in a better place. And so just simply starting your day with something positive. And it's great because you talked about three things. One is motion and physiologically getting your body in moving, and then another one is nutrition, getting water into your body to start your day, and
Absolutely.
acknowledging breaking your fast in a way that makes sense. We can always grab that, gooey cinnamon roll to start your day, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
there's something better, and just to be mindful of that, that's a huge piece. And then, but maybe the part that so many people don't think about is our spirit and our mind are probably a bigger influence over our life spirit situation than our body is. But we always think about the body because the body's
Right.
always
Because
talking
it
to,
reminds us.
yeah, the body's like, hey, I'm hungry, hey, I'm thirsty, hey, I want that,
Right.
hey, give me, give me, give me, give me.
That's right.
But the mind and the spirit, oh, we're so tired, oh, I'm sad, I'm whatever, right? And so to think
Right.
about, well, maybe I'll give my spirit something nice to start the day. It's
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
very important and empowering.
I know when I don't, I usually get reminded about halfway through the morning. It's like, okay. I get it. I'm going to spend some time with you, God. And yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's the one thing about God is he doesn't like to be ignored.
No, he doesn't. No, he is a jealous God.
Especially if you set up and make a relationship with them. It's like humans, we're just like, whatever, we'll let a friend go and just well, whatever, I didn't hear from them, so I'm busy, and time goes by and we don't worry about it, and it doesn't seem to
Exactly.
really bother or hurt us. But oh God, he's like, really? Thought
Yeah,
we were
he's like,
talking.
yeah, we are still talking about it. Okay.
Exactly. But that's how
Yeah,
you are when you love somebody, as deeply as God loves us, is like you don't want to be ignored,
exactly.
So
No,
I think
no,
that's
I sure don't.
a good lesson. Don't ignore those people you love because they don't like it.
Right,
Well,
right.
Corinna, I am really glad that you're here. And like I was telling you, the first episode, I try to just have a brief introduction, give you an opportunity to share what you want. And is there anything else that you'd like to add to this before we sign off?
Well, you end the day the way you start it, you do a little prayer
Mhm.
before you go to bed, be grateful for a lot of things that we take for granted. It's just really incredible just taking a nice hot shower, and
Exactly.
um to be mindful and to love one another. That's how I like to live my life and hope other people love me too.
Exactly. It feels good on both sides of it, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Excellent. Now, you haven't offered yourself as any kind of a consultant or somebody who has something that somebody might want to reach you. Is that something that you wanted to share or not?
And not at this time.
Okay.
My life's it's going crazy moving, and
All good.
so
There's
maybe
no,
maybe the next time.
whenever you're ready.
I do have a few products that I have had people create with our isolate that I would love to share.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Excellent. All right. Well,
it was
Corinna,
great
Ryan,
being here.
it was been a pleasure, and I look forward to talking more in the future. This has
Thank you,
been
Joe.
the Healthy Living Podcast brought to you by Willow Creek Springs.